Here we have a problem where we have to find the equation of a line through 2 points. There are two things to remember. First, how to compute the slope. The slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In other words, it's rise over run. And the other thing is that the equation of a line with a known slope is given by this, where in the missing spaces you put a 1 point, so y1 and x1, for example. You could use y2 and x2. So let's compute this. So slope here is 7 minus 3 divided by 5 minus 2. So 4 over 3, 4 over 3, and therefore the equation of the line is y minus 3 equals 4 over 3 x minus 2. And we can simplify this somewhat, and we have y minus 3 equals 4 over 3 y minus 8 over 3, and y equals 4 over 3 x plus 1 over 3, because this becomes plus 9 over 3, so 9 minus 8 is 1. So that's the final answer for the first problem. For the second problem, we have to find what is the slope of the given line here. In order to find the slope, we have to write it in the form where y equals to mx plus b. So we bring this x over to the other side and we get negative x plus 1. So that means that m is negative 1 because it's the coefficient of x in this expression. Parallel means same slope. So we have to write the equation of a line with a given slope and a given point. So the equation of a line is going to be y minus 3 equals the slope, which is negative 1, and x minus 2. So y minus 3 equals negative x plus 2, and therefore y equals negative x plus 5. And that's the final answer. So in this problem, we want perpendicular, line perpendicular to a given line. So here slope is going to be 1 over m with a negative sign. Perpendicular slope. Perpendicular line has this slope. Again, this is y equals negative x plus 1. So here slope is negative 1. So plugging that slope back in this perpendicular slope formula, we have that the slope must be equal to 1. So in this case, if we plug in the point slope formula for the equation of line, we get y minus 3 equals 1 times x minus 2, and therefore y equals x plus 1. Okay. Next problem is asking which of these are parabolas, circles, and find vertices and so on. So this equation is a parabola, because parabola is of the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to negative 6. The vertex version of the parabola is a x minus h squared plus, or x minus k squared plus h. So we would get that by completing the square here, but there's nothing to complete because there is no x term. So this would be 3 x minus 0 squared minus 6, and therefore vertex is the point 0, negative 6. Okay, so it's parabola because y is linear, is a linear term in this equation, and x is a quadratic in this equation. This is neither parabola nor circle. y comes with in the y square form. So if we bring x's and y's together, we get this, but these two coefficients not equal coefficients, so it's not a circle, not equal coefficients. For the next one, this is a circle. Because it's an equation, we can divide by 3 on both sides, and we get x squared plus y squared equals to 2. So we get that this is x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals square root of 2, the whole thing squared. So this circle has center 0, 0, and radius is square root of 2. And for this one, we get x squared plus y squared equals to negative 2. So this would be a circle, except its radius is square root of a negative number. So actually, there are no solutions of this equation. No solutions of this equation, because the left hand side is always bigger than or equal to 0, while the right hand side is always negative 2. So something that's bigger than or equal to 0 can never be equal to negative 2. So there are no x and y's such as this is true, so no points. This is set with no points. Set with no points. We have another name for this set. It's empty set. Empty set. So I wouldn't say this is a circle, because you need to have some points, at least one point on the circle. Okay.